Hey, wow. Yeah, let me take this call then. I have a caller here. Mother Deborah, thank you very much, ma. Please talk to us. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Elvin.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, Mother
Good
Deborah.
evening.
Thank-
Yeah, good evening to everyone watching. You're welcome to today's program. This is an interesting topic. Let me first of all talk about politics, about the INEC chairman. To be honest, even if they protest or even if that man resigns, so long as it's Tinubu that is going to appoint the next one, it's still going to be somebody that will rig the election for him. That's just the truth. Because the last time we had Mahmoud Yakub, it was not Tinubu that appointed him now. Did he not still rig the election for Tinubu? He did. So even if this one resign, so long as it's Tinubu that will still appoint the next one, he will still rig for him. So I don't see any difference that it will make anyway, except they force him to do the right thing. Except Nigerians have a way to force him to do the right thing. Otherwise, whoever Tinubu appoints there will still be compromised if Nigerians don't insist on the right thing to be done. So about what that doctor is saying, I agree in one way, but I disagree. I still disagree. I think he's just being, how would I put it? Just being biased. Especially, I agree partially. Everything he says is not false. Some are true, but some are exaggerated. Like the aspect of the prostate cancer, prostate enlargement. I agree with him on that.
That men should be getting it 21 times a month.
That's why I say there's a bit of exaggeration in that aspect.
So you are not saying that you want to reduce, Mother Deborah, you try to reduce the number now?
No, I'm just saying when you are saying something, you don't have to you don't have to generalize it, because it's not the same for every man. It's like that's why I said there's a lot of exaggeration.
Okay.
Yeah, because scientifically, yes, even all women, we all don't have the same sexual drive. We all don't have the same how will I say? We all don't have the same libido. So you cannot just generalize everyone's sexual life to be the same as well. Okay. And I think it's applicable to men as well. It's not all men that have the strength or that have that high libido that we want to do it 100 times. You agree with me that it's not applicable to everybody. So to try and say it's for everyone, I think that's a little bit of exaggeration, because I don't believe it's every man that has that. But the fact still remains that if it's good for a man to have at least regular sexual activity, that would kind of reduce the chances of them developing that.
Okay, you agree that it's good for regular, right?
Yes.
Okay, what about that old woman that was still saying that blah 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 blah? Do you agree with that?
Yes, because like I said, it differs in both men and women. There are some women that still have high libido, whether they are old or they are young. It differs. There are still some old women that probably their sexual drive is still, they have high libido. Even when they are older, they still they still want to engage in those kind of activity. But you still see some younger women that are not bothered. They have very low sexual libido. So it varies with individual.
Okay.
All women, everybody is not made in the same way. The same thing with men too. That's why I said you can never generalize uh, everyone to be the same. You know, me, I was a midwife in Nigeria, and I deal with a lot of women reproductive issues, and I can tell you for a fact that all women are not like, everybody is not the same.
Okay.
Yes, all women are the same, but we are not all the way we are made. What work for one might not work for the other. So they have to put that into consideration.
Thank you, ma.
Then the only aspect I disagree with him is that aspect of when he is saying testosterone, men are wired to do that. I think I disagree with him on that, because whenever they say that, I try to understand whether is that only applicable to African men, or are men in other parts of the world different? Because at least I know that this issue of polygamy, they always say it as if it's only applicable to African men. But I believe that there are other men in the Western world too have testosterone, but they don't misbehave like that, and they are not polygamy. So why are they different? Are they not men as well? Or now only black men be men? Hey, Mr. Elvis.
I don't know. I'm learning.
No, just they ask now.
What you say? I can't talk now.
Yeah, because whenever they make that argument, they make it look as if it's only African men that have testosterone. But I think white men too, they have testosterone. So why is their own different?
That one.
I just feel it's.
I don't know. I said for me, I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. I'm not too sure. I don't have statistic over that.
Yeah, but why are they always making it look as if
maybe tradition, maybe the culture, or I don't know, tradition, I don't know.
So the other men will not get their testosterone different.
I don't know. Hey.
No, they ask now. Is it different?
I don't know now. We go ask people where they comment section. Or me, we can answer them.
Because I work with older adults here in the UK, and I see people who have been married for 50 years, for 60 years. They are not polygamous. They are men, and I guess they have testosterone as well. So whenever they bring this argument of men are polygamous, this that, I always wonder, is that only applicable to African men?
Probably only African men, especially Nigeria, to be precise.
So their own testosterone different.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And the same African men, if they migrate to Western world, they start to behave themselves. So what makes it different then?
Why are they behaving themselves? That word, yeah.
because I see some of them in Nigeria, they say, oh, polygamy, this. Then when they come to the Western world and they are hit with bills, and they know that they cannot even pay their bills, not to talk of having a side chick, then they start to behave well. So what happens then?
Even anyway, there's a video I want to play now concerning that side chick with the for abroad matter. Oh, where you talk just now. There's a video I want to play to tally that up. Thank you very much, Madam Deborah.
All right, thank you.
Before you carry me go where I don't know, this woman they carry me.
I'm just asking. I'm just curious to know Why, when they now come abroad, they start to behave themselves. They don't talk about being polygamy in nature again. They behave themselves better. But when they are in Nigeria or they are in Africa, where they can afford, where the cost of living is not too high, and they can afford to misbehave, then they start to say, "Oh, men are polygamous in nature."
No, I disagree. In abroad, men can still have baby mamas everywhere and have one wife in abroad, but have 2 or 3 baby mamas left and right across the same country. So that one is popular. When you are talking about behaving themselves,
it's not as common. No, but you can, Mr. Elvis, I agree. But what is the statistic of that behavior here compared to Nigeria?
Yeah, the statistic is low, but a lot of men have lots of baby mamas in abroad, especially, for example, in the UK, baby mamas everywhere, but they have one wife for house. So the polygamy is still directly or indirectly still happening there. The only difference between there and here is that they are not marrying 2 wives at the same time, but they have side chicks and baby mamas.
What is statistic? The statistics.
Yeah, the statistic in abroad might be less than maybe 30%, like compared to Nigeria 70%, but still it's happening.
Anyway, it just depends on how you look at it. But for me, I just feel it's just lack of discipline. That's the way I see it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Deborah. Let's hear from others. Thank you, ma. Yes, ma.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, my people. No, when it comes to polygamy, in abroad, yes, the system does not support you marrying 2 wives at the same time, right? But does that stop men from having side chicks in abroad? It's popular. A lot of men have side chicks abroad. A lot of men have baby mamas left and right in abroad. Yeah, a lot of men have lots of children left and right in abroad. So it's happening, So I don't think there's enough a lot of difference on that when it comes to the only issue there is just you cannot marry 2 women at the same time. Doesn't mean it's not happening. It's happening. It's happening abroad. Why not? So yeah, in case you get wife and your wife they carry her, they go left and right, you go and get your 21%. I mean, not 21%. You talk about 21 times in a month somewhere else. Now they talk, not me talk more. Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mr. Joseph. So just about to talk to us. Hold on, Garcia. Hold on, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all that you do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you everything. Regarding this, what's it called, prostate thing?
Yeah.
You see, this research, I know about this issue because I'm seeing the as I'm talking to you now, I'm seeing urologist. So that enlarged prostate, that's my present ailment. What I'm saying, General, is that it's the study that I read after speaking with the urologists that I know. The studies that I read is not definite. It's not absolute. There is no straightforward answer to that.
Yeah.
There is a qualified urologist will never tell you that most sex. There might be some certain percentage, but to say it is absolute, the way that man is talking about it, no, I don't think so. It's not absolute. Anyway, we have Dr. CM on the platform. I'm sure he will be able to explain further. I know it's not absolute at all. It's not absolute. It's just there have been studies upon studies, and I can assure you, most urologists tell you that they will never give you a straight answer. If you ask them about this, that irregular sex, does he? No, they will never give you a straight answer. We're talking about enlarged prostate here. Before you talk about cancerous, the stage is enlarged prostate, and the next minute it becomes, after going for biopsy, if you don't go for aquablation, maybe to reduce it or to do TURP procedure to reduce the prostate or take off the prostate. I think it's in me. But what I'm saying there is that once you do biopsy, you know if it is cancerous or not. It's called BHL, something BHL, BHP. So as it is, like myself, my late dad died of cancer during the Civil War. So I'm in that bracket. He's in G. So he like here, I was able to go for what's it called, gene test and all the rest of it. You know, that kind of thing. So definitely, one will guide against such a thing. But that my lack posting is because of him. No. I always have regulars. I don't have any problem with that one.
No, Mr. Joseph, you are old now. You are an old man. What is all this?
No, it doesn't.
You are elderly man now.
No. Yes, you might be an old man. The thing is not free. She said it's not food. It's not food. I think what you mean.
Yeah.
But once you are in a relationship, when you have a wife, once you are, definitely it will happen once in a while. Sometimes our business, people, both parties, both couples, husband and wife, they are working 2-4-7. People are working here, and all those things come in between. But then it now depends on that couple to arrange times, arrange true. When they do, because these days people are busy, doing things here and there. So for me, that doctor, that man is very known in Nigeria in service. That doctor is well known on that topic.
Yes, exactly.
He has been to several studios in Nigeria. They all know him very well. The way he's going about it is like he's talking like sex is food. Sex is not food. It's not food. I think what you mean. So you're telling that you can't touch 21 even by 21 times. So look at him. This guy boldly said he had a side chick. This is men misbehaving. This is a man misbehaving. Can you imagine that nonsense? Would you trust your wife or girlfriend with this doctor to have a one-to-one with this kind of man?
He might complete it 21 times with
look at him. He's probably saying it. You see, these people in Nigeria, they will be castigating people from abroad in Western world. These guys are very vulgar. This is coming from Nigeria, A friend of mine who went to the village to pick up a wife, I warned him here. I said, these girls in the village are totally spoiled. You're better off with a lady who is here. What are you going to the village for? The woman come here and I turned the whole place upside down for her. After I had warned him, you think because somebody is in a remote village, these Nigerian women are too, I'm telling you, they are very wayward. I'm telling you, very wayward. Very wayward all over the whole Nigeria. Look at them. Because somebody now will be saying, I'm going to marry somebody from abroad. They will be castigating him, saying like, whereas Nigerian people are even worse when it comes to this sex thing. Look at that lady. She's proudly saying it.
Hey.
Serious vulgar.
That old woman.
Can you imagine she was saying
very old in a public space like that.
They're not even ashamed. And now when they see somebody who comes from abroad, it's like the person is totally rotten, is spoiled. Whereas they in Nigeria, they are totally spoiled.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't say I should
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.